Alright, dear soulmates, and welcome back to class. So to actually draft out our plunging neckline, we need our basic bodies, the half scale. So I have a video tutorial on how to draft this half scale bodies on my channel. I'll be dropping the link in the description box. So if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you actually take your time to view the video and then come back and watch this. So I'll just go ahead and take this out. So the first thing I did was actually traced out my basic bodies on a new piece of pattern paper because we're using this for our alterations. So from your shoulder line now, you want to go ahead and input in your under bust circumference. Remember, we'll be doing our under bust tightening. So my under bust, from my shoulder to my under bust is 13.25, which I'm going to go ahead and mark across like so. So you want to use your own accurate under bust circumference. Now when you're done, now you want to take the distance of your shoulder slope and find the midpoint. So I have 4.25. So when I divide 4.25, I would have 218, which I'm going to mark, and I'll just proceed to connecting it to the bust point. So I'm connecting from the shoulder to the bust point, like so. So once you've done that, now you want to do your under bust tightening. Now for my under bust tightening now, at this center front now, I would be coming in by ½ inch, and at this other part, I would be tightening it by 0.75. Then I'll use my curve. Just watch the way I'm placing my curve like this. You don't want to make it too curvy. And then I will just connect it from the under bust to the bust point like so. And then I'll put the same thing for the other side. So if you don't know how I actually got this, I'll suggest you actually go to my channel and check for under bust tightening. I have a video on this. So once I'm done now, instead of connecting it all the way to that leg, I'll just be connecting it straight down like this, because if I should connect it to the that leg, by the time I actually cut this out and sew, there'll be some form of squeezing or gathers tension at the underbust. So it's just best to actually connect it straight down like so. So with this now, I won't have any form of tightening at the under bust when I finish sewing. And then I'll just connect this to the dart leg now. So what I've taken out from this part now, I would go ahead and add it back on the way. So I took out about ½ inch, which I would add back. So if you are following this method, I suggest you actually add up whatever you are taking out, you add it up like so. So this is it now. I've added it back. So this is my new waistline. And once you actually go ahead to measure it, you should have your waist circumference back. So now once you're done, now you want to go ahead, and a method I actually use is my cup height, because we want to do our overbust tightening to get our overbust. And so I always like putting in my cup height. So I'm taking my cup height from my underbust circumference here. So for this now, I would be working with 7 inches. So you want to go ahead and take out your own. This is 7 inches now. Then I'll just rule this across all the way to the back like so. So this is my overbust now, and at this part I'll be doing my overbust tightening. To tighten my overbust now, I'll be using 0.75 here, and then I'll connect it using a straight ruler back to my bust point like so. So you can see our cup is ready. Now once you have this, now you want to input in your cleavage for your plunging neckline. So depending on how low you actually want it to be, you can make it stop on the bust point, you can make it stop at the underbust. It all depends on you. So for this now, I would be stopping at the underbust, that's at the bust point. So that's how I'm going to be connecting. So to connect that now, I would actually go ahead and cut out my patterns like so. Just so I'm able like this, and then I'll cut through my dart, so I'll be able to close my bust. I remember that to close a dart you need to open up one like this. So when I do that now, I'll close my bust dart like so. Once I close my bust dart, or before I even close my bust dart, I'll just go ahead and close my over bust because I want to draw my neckline. I'm just going to close my over bust like this, and then I would come in with my curve. So this is the curve I would like to use, and then connect it to the bust point like so. So you can even do it below the bust point, and then I'll just flip my curve and connect it to the armhole like so. So once I actually like what I have, I'll just use my marker to highlight this. So can you see? I have my plunging neckline already. So what you want to do now is to actually true your dart. And to true your dart now, you're going to measure what you have from this point here to this point. I have 3.75. I would come in here now and measure what I have. I have the same thing too. So my dart is okay. So all these parts now are actually going outside. There are excesses which we need to take off. And also there's something we call the yoke tightening. You need to tighten your yoke so that it actually lays flat. And to tighten your yoke now, I'll be connecting this from this dart leg at the over bust to the shoulder like so. So can you see what I'm doing? Just going to connect this like so. So all this now are excesses that we need to take out. So I'll just proceed to cutting this out now so you can see what it looks like. But before I do that now, I'll just proceed to closing my dart. That's my bust dart. So just seal it down with your tape. And at this part, if you notice, let me bring it closer so you can see. If you notice a sharp point here, you want to go ahead and just use your hand to just blend it in. So by the time you actually want to sew, you don't have issues there. So once I'm done with this now, and the next thing or the last thing I'll be doing is to what? Blend this upper part together. Remember we've closed our darts now, so I'm going to blend this up like so. And then I'll proceed to cutting this out. So this is the front now. So now for the dart, I'll just keep this aside. For the yoke now, you want to go ahead and close up this dart excess here, like so, and then you just go ahead and tape this down, like so. So this would actually ensure that your dart lays flat, and then you proceed to cutting this out. And then I would also proceed to cutting out the back. So the back is just going to be a normal back since this is just a tutorial, but you can have whatever style you want at the back. So this is the back now, and this is what the front. So by the time you close up your bust that, you can see that the sides are matching up. Now this is the CF and this is our yoke. So now if you, this is what it actually looks like. I hope you actually learned something new. So if you would like to see the sewing part of this tutorial, kindly drop a yes in the comment section. All right, now so I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.